Markengee Touching Lives International is a non-governmental organization passionate about community development with a continued effort in community advocacy and sensitization in leaving no one behind. We envisage the world will be a better place, that human race would live in peace, and the standards of living would increase if the SDGs are advocated for as well as implemented towards sustainable development. In this project, we partnered with TVN, Dean Initiative, Tracker NG, Markengee Home for Orphans and Widows, and other organizations. We visited the grassroots and rural communities to sensitize them on how to hold their leaders accountable to help ensure that Agenda 2030 becomes a success.
The reason we have come is because we want the people to know and to understand that you have a role to play, that you have a part to play. And that part you have to play is to walk up to you and other members. Yes, is to go to the local government chairman, is to go to the House of Rep member, is to go to House of Assembly member, is to go to the senator in charge of this area and tell them that your area, your community is under their constituency and that you will need this, you will need this, you will need that. That is what we came to tell you that you should do.
Thank you very much.
Yes,
I'm very grateful. As don't enlighten me, I will meet with the lay youths and the elders so that whatever we discuss before we know the way to follow, as I are just saying about the local government chairman and the rest of the people.
As people meet them, if possible, let them write it down. What you want, write it down, so that when you go to greet them, you first of all congratulate them for their election into office, and you will say, you are the chief in the community, and that you and the members of your community, you have come to greet them, and to remind them that your community is part of the communities under his constituency, and that you would like him to look into so and so things, as you wrote it down. You approach the local government or even the state government to see if they can partner.
No, actually, I did not tell the local government, the state about it. But as per the road network, I discussed that with the past immediate caretaker chairman of the two local governments. But they keep on promising that they are coming and we don't see them. That is the problem we have with some of our politicians. They will tell you one thing and they will refuse to do it.
Now that funding is coming back to the local government directly from the federal government, do you plan to go back to the local government chairman?
Even if you go, like I said at the beginning, to go, it has to do with whom do you know, how important is your place to them. These are some of the issues. So that they won't say no, and they will not do it. They keep on promising you from time to time, and nothing happens. So that is why I felt that I need to do it. And I discovered that the financial muscle was not there.
We realized that only 2% of the people we visited understood that it is their right to hold their leaders accountable. But through our sensitization project, over 2,000 citizens in the rural areas of FCT, Nasarawa, Kogi, and Benue states heard about the sustainable development goals for the first time. They all learned how to be part of the implementation of the SDGs through holding their representatives accountable.
So if the development, the United Nations Millennium Development Fund has paid over there, they want to start from us. Now, he wants us to comment to the government. Can the United Nations hold the government to ransom?
No, they will not hold the government to
Because the government has made a pronouncement the Millennium Development Goal. Now I want to hold Buhari and Co to ransom. 4 or 5 years ago, when he pushed us to develop, I personally went into farming all over the place here. We formed all our cooperatives here, and my people begin to farm. Everybody has been started. They have more than a trailer load of cassava. Now bring the processor now to buy these things and use it now. Nobody to process them again.
As a result of our sensitization, community leaders and their members now know that they have the right to demand for the development of their community from their leaders who they voted into power. We realized that these communities faced similar challenges, ranging from lack of potable drinking water, access to health care, access to good roads, access to schools, access to electricity, and so on and so forth. During the COVID-19 pandemic, we revisited some of these communities, about 5 communities around the FCT, to distribute palliatives and also organize trainings for women and young girls who are into businesses, helping them to be able to maintain their businesses even while the pandemic is still ongoing. Now, this project is an ongoing project, but so far we have understood that visiting the grassroots and the rural areas is key to achieving sustainable development in the FCT and Africa at large. Now, as part of our efforts to ensure sustainable development in these communities, we as an organization are launching a crowdfunding platform to raise funds and revisit these communities to provide solutions to some of the challenges ravaging them in their communities. This is in line with the Sustainable Development Goals, and we hope that each stakeholder here and everybody who would listen to this commentary will be able to contribute their quota towards sustainable development in their localities.